Hello, this is In the Dugout, and welcome back to another episode of the Club Core. Peering in. In this episode, we're covering Blackpool. Blackpool Football Club are a side currently playing in the 4th tier of English football, the Sky Bet League 2, after being relegated at the end of the 2015-16 season, leaving them in the bottom tier for the first time in 15 years. Nicknamed the Seasiders, the Pool and the Tangerines, Blackpool were founded in 1887, when members of the Old Victoria FC merged with old boys from St John's School to form a new club called Blackpool St John's. The two groups were disunited, however, and during a meeting in the Stanley Arms public house on the 26th of July 1887, the members decided to disband St John's and form a new club to represent the whole town, Blackpool Football Club. Formerly a regular top-flight team, and last being in the Premier League in the 2010-11 season, the club has seen a disconnect between the fans and the owner and chairman, Owen and Carl Oyston, respectively. Poor decisions made by the club resulted in protests from the supporters, and the team sank to the bottom tier within 6 seasons. Based in the seaside resort town of Blackpool, Lancashire, the club first started playing at Raikeshall Gardens upon their formation, then moved to the athletic grounds in 1897. Their stay didn't last long though, moving back to Raikeshall after 2 years. Another 2 years passed and the club amalgamated with local rivals South Shore, as such moving to their stadium, Bloomfield Road. Previously known as Gamble's Field while South Shore was still the tenants, and named after the street on which the main entrance used to stand, Bloomfield Road has a capacity of 17,338, making it the 4th highest capacity stadium in League 2. The Seasiders badge is based on the coat of arms of the Blackpool Borough Council, with the club name encompassing the crest. The black wavy bars represent the sea and the gold signifies the sand on Blackpool's beaches, with the seagull being suitable on an emblem of any seaside town. The fleur-de-lis and the lion symbolise the Banks and Cocker families respectively, both of whom were closely associated with the town's early history, with the thunderbolt between them alluding to Blackpool's position as a pioneer in electricity for lighting and traction use. Above the knight's helmet is the battlements of a tower to signify grandeur, solidity and corporateness, while the sails on the windmill refer to the Flide, a district in which Blackpool occupies a significant portion. The red rose overlaying the sails represents the county of Lancashire, most prominent in the War of the Roses against the York-based Tudor house, which use a white rose as their symbol. Blackpool's nickname as the Tangerines comes from the colour of their home kit, a shade they first started wearing in the 1923-24 season, after a recommendation to the club from referee Albert Hargreaves, who had been impressed by the kit worn by the Netherlands when they played Belgium in a match which he officiated. This wasn't always the case, as seen during World War I, when the club wore a black, yellow and red kit to show their support for the large number of Belgian refugees living in the town. The current home kit maintains the orange shade seen since 1923, with a plain orange shirt with a white trim, white shorts, and orange socks with white hoops. The away kit also alludes to shirts of the past, with a light and dark blue shirt split diagonally starting from the right armpit, with the lighter shade at the top. The shorts stay white, but the socks are the darker shade of blue seen on the shirt, with 2 equally sized hoops of light blue on top and a white hoop below. These kits are currently produced by Italian manufacturer Errea, and have been since 2013. Blackpool's current manager is Englishman Gary Bowyer, who took charge in June 2016 following the departure of Neil MacDonald after the club's relegation to League 2. Bowyer's tenure had a good start, winning on the opening day of the season 2-0 at home to Exeter City. Furthermore, his Tangerine side reached the 4th round of the FA Cup after beating Barnsley 2-1 at Oakwell in the replay, though now he must face his former side Blackburn Rovers on an away trip to Ewood Park. The local rivals to the Seasiders come in the form of Championship side Preston North End, with matches between the two known as the West Lancashire Derby. However, the two clubs haven't met each other in the league since February 2010. Other rivals include League One's Bolton Wanderers and Premier League side Burnley, with the latter also playing their home games in the county of Lancashire. Blackpool, despite seeing their club fall rapidly in recent years, have seen success in the past. The club were crowned champions of Division 2 for the 1929-30 season, have had 3 automatic promotions, 2 of which were to Division 1, and have been 4-time playoff winners, making them the first club in English football to have won promotion from every division of the Football League via the playoffs. Additionally, the club won the 1953 FA Cup, beating their rivals Bolton Wanderers in a thrilling 4-3 clash in front of a 100,000 strong crowd. While Blackpool have seen a recent fall from grace with 3 relegations in 6 seasons, the fans have always held their club close to their hearts. Such fans include former FA Chief Executive Graham Kelly, Blue Peter presenter Barney Harwood, and Irish girl group The Nolans. Blackpool Football Club have been a sinking ship in recent years. Their drop from the Premier League to League Two has been regarded by many fans as a tragedy. Still, the side can turn it around with the right ownership and good performances on the pitch. While it is sour to see your team lose, a return to the top for the Tangerines would be a sweet success. Thanks for watching. This has been Chris from In the Dugout. Tune in for the next episode of The Club Core, where we shall be journeying to League One and covering Bolton Wanderers. Until then, farewell.